This video, I want to talk about my mentoring sessions, guys. So since my cost of living has gone down by 50%, I started to think about trying to pursue a career as a full-time coach, mentor for beginning music producers. And let's talk about the prices, because the prices are going to be the best for you guys. I don't think that anybody will offer cheaper prices, but also equal or better quality content. I don't think that is something that is available on the market right now. So let's talk about the prices first, and then we will talk about what's in there for you. So the price is 10 euros per hour only, which means that, you know, it's twice or even 5 times cheaper than anything anyone else offers you. Now let's move on to the next point, mentoring by an actual producer. And this one is often overlooked, especially by those of you guys who are complete beginners and they just want to know anything, so they're gonna jump on any cheap opportunity to learn from anyone. But why this one is really significant is because if you're learning from someone who, you know, comes off as a fancy, like cool pro guy, but his music actually, you know, hasn't been released with any labels, he doesn't have any followers, then what are you learning really? What are you doing there really? How do you know, like, how you cannot fact check the guy? Even if he has a great education, like he's a sound engineer, he's gonna give you some deep, knowledge. Is that really necessary? Are you sure that this is how it should be done? So, you know, I'm not trying to sell myself here, but I'm trying to sell you the idea that, you know, it is actually better to learn from an actual producer who actively releases music with labels. So let's move on to the next point, which is mentoring sessions are going to be recorded and sent to you. Every single time we finish a mentoring session, I'm making a video. Actually, I'm making it during the session and I'm sending that video to you. Also, next point, there are going to be bonuses for loyal customers. You know, if the cheapest price on the market for high quality content is not enough, you will also receive bonuses. If you take anywhere from 10 lessons and more, you will be given all of my arcsamples.com sample packs for free. Every single one of them. So there's 4 of them at the moment. Heavy Hitters Volume 1, 2, 3 and Deep Rollers Drum and Bass. So these are the 4 that are out, and they contain some of the best drums and some other sounds also in the scene and ready to use with your music right now. So let's talk about the next point, which is access to monthly demo review streams. Once you purchase a single mentoring session from me, I will add you to my internal Discord where you can send your music, and in the end of the month I'm going to create a stream which is also going to have a saved recording so you can watch it afterwards, where I'm going to break down the issues of different students, of what's wrong with their songs, what can be done better. So yeah, this is something that is also a great addition, and you know, this one is in the price, so if you pay for 1 lesson, you get the access right away. Next point, very important, you are the person who runs the training program and chooses the load. And why I think this is so important is because all these drum and bass courses, they suck, guys. They really do. And that's because there's no feedback, you know, nothing is going on. You're not going back and forth asking producer questions. Sometimes producers focus for 4 hours on some absolutely unimportant stuff, but leave out some really important information. Sometimes intentionally, because they want to sell you another course. Sometimes just because they don't understand how this particular question right here might be super important for another person. So you are going to ask me the questions. You are going to talk to me like what you want to learn, and I'm going to prepare the lesson for you. I've been around for a while, so I've seen a thing or two. I will talk to you about labels. I actually have 2 of my own labels. I'm going to show you how it works, how you can run them yourself. Is it better or worse than signing to labels? Which labels are better? How to communicate with them? How to build your career? all of that stuff. A lot of the times when you're just starting out, you're kind of like a deer in the headlights. You don't know what to do. So this is going to go away completely, and you will have a clear vision of your future. Next step, mixing and mastering explained as you learn. This is like, I hate this so much. This is something that most producers and mentors do. And especially in the drum and bass courses and all stuff like that, they make separate courses for mixing, separate courses for mastering, and all of that stuff. None of that is real. None of that is real. Mastering may be okay, but that is kind of an individual thing. But mixing, you can mix and master your own song every single time. Every single time that I'm starting to make a song, I'm mixing it at the same time as I'm making it. I'm not just throwing the sounds inside of a project and let them sound horrible and I'm gonna mix it later. Nobody actually does that. Here's the trick, guys. Nobody actually does that. Everybody is mixing as they go. So once you've done some drums, like you put like a good drum loop in your track, next what you want to do is you want to add a bass line. How do you know if the bass is good or not if it's not mixed? So what you do is you try to mix the bass into the context of the drums right away. So pretty much everyone is mixing as they produce. But a lot of the time I see people make intentionally bad mixes, so they make sounds worse, or they remove compressors and then they start adding them on top of another to pretend like they're mixing afterward. This is not how it works. So you will learn mixing and mastering just, you know, as an additional content because of how it's supposed to actually be. Yeah, next step, adequate pace. No intentional slowing down for extra juice, but also no rushing. Sometimes I even rush a little bit too much because I feel like I'm not worth the price, which is obviously not the case, but this is just something that's, you know, my problem with self-esteem or something, I don't know. But I'm gonna try not rushing, but even if I do, you will have videos, so you can always go back to the video and, you know, hear what I was talking about one more time or 2 times, or ask me directly through Discord. So all of that is an option. So clearly no slowing down though. I'm not trying to juice the money out of anyone. This is as honest as possible, but you guys are the judges, so you will see it for yourself. Taking care of you between the lessons. So we're going to make song reviews. I'm going to give you mixing advice. I'm going to spend time with you, maybe even play games. This is what I do with some of my students. Some of my students have become my friends, sometimes even after a single lesson. This is happening a lot. And next thing is that there's going to be no homework, no school methods. It's more like hanging out with a producer friend. So we're gonna make jokes. We're gonna talk about life, about anything. We're going to have a good time, guys. Obviously not during the paid lesson, but maybe actually, who knows? We'll see. It's gonna be great. You're gonna enjoy it. Flexible lesson length. The reason why I decided to put this one in here, because a lot of people say like it's 1 hour and then boom, we're done. Not me. So if we talk about life, if we have fun, if we have to download some files, it's okay. Sometimes I would make my lessons last for almost 1 hour and 45 minutes extra, just because I had so much fun with the guy. And or sometimes even 2 times. Actually, I think 2 times or 3 times. A few times I think my lessons were over 2 hours actually, because I had to download the project, make sure that everything works. There were some technical issues. So all of that is included in the price as well. And yeah, so guys, I'm going to leave my contacts in the description. If you want to learn how to make music, the most affordable price, look at this price. This is crazy. I don't think there's anyone who offers better price right now. Hit me up. Let's start today already. I'm trying to become a full-time mentor, so hopefully, guys, this is a great opportunity for you. And yeah, I'll see you soon.